Good morning and welcome to more Breath of Fire. Today we need to keep moving through the mist, possibly quickly. That's alarming. Am I gonna get in boss fight? Did I preemptively end the episode much earlier than I should have? Oh well. If I did, then I did. The Hex's anger and... I mean, the first episode, I already did that, so, like, whatever. What more do you expect from this series at this point? The Hex's anger and fear, a person's hatred given form. She says it is to be expected that strange noises would emanate from it. What about strange monsters? She also says that as long as it's only sounds, we have nothing to fear. Let us continue. Which way were we going? You turned me around to the point that I don't even know. I think we're going in the building? I think we're going in the building. Okay. Can I get a camera angle that shows me inside the building? Not really. Yes, I'm aware there's a thing moving down there and it's causing the game to lag. Ghost fish? Dead fish. What was that? The malevolent energy of the Hex has coalesced into a physical form. Urshan says that it is extremely dangerous. If it's dangerous, why are you laughing? Shouldn't we be getting out of here? Oh, apparently so. It would appear I was in error. I should not have laughed at that juncture. I can read, I swear. Very well then, let us flee. Just like in the previous episode, I fail at using commands. I'll get used to it. I just got used to using the command scheme. The control scheme was very different in the previous PlayStation game I was playing, so I just got to get used to the control scheme in this one. Okay. Let's heal up a little bit. I think I would rather use up some of these... Oh, wait. Can cure? Wonder if that means it can cure, like, poison and whatnot. Ah, screw it. I'll just use healing herbs. Shouldn't have used a berry then, but, like, whatever. Alright. So let's hurry ourselves along here. I hope I did not just... go backwards. I did. I went entirely backwards because the game keeps going into cutscenes and turning me around. Alright, so we're probably going to get into a boss fight, if I had to guess. It would appear that it is following us. Indeed. Urshan suggests that we should run. Indeed. Press the circle button rapidly to run. Okay. They all got a head start on Ryu. Good, we made it. I think that thing can still jump us. Or maybe not. Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to get into a fight. Okay, what are we up against? Skullfish. Uses poison and confusion. Choose your equipment carefully. Okay. So, let's do a sever and a burn. Critical hit if it hits. I don't feel like that's better. So let's just do a regular attack. Okay. Then this burn. I think it needs to be in the opposite arrangement in order to get the actual combo. Venom Breath. Yeah, so that caused poison. Alright. Just do a regular attack, and I think it's time for Aura. And just do a regular attack. Ryu can turn into dragons too. Be afraid. And no one will question Ryu's ability to do this. Alright, I should probably heal the poison. I'm curious if the Croctier will work to heal the poison. Alright, let's see what we got. So we got Flame Strike, we got Fire Magic, Rejuvenate, so healing magic, Barrier to increase magic or decrease damage from magic, and I can revert. Interesting. Okay, so you know what I'm actually going to do here? I'm going to do a Flame Strike, and then I'm going to guard with Urshan, because supposedly learnable skills that you get by turning into a dragon can be learned by other members on your party. So I'm curious if I can get Urshan to learn Flame Strike. Okay, it did not cure. Flame Strike, yeah, it's in blue, so it is learnable. And really, Urshan's the only person I would want to learn that, not Nina. Okay, so Nina... I bet this thing would take damage from Holy as well, but, like, I'm not gonna. Okay, so we'll use Sever first. Alright, so its combo wasn't great. I think that's the real benefit of arranging your party members, is that you can get cool combos going. Especially combo magic. I'm going to do the Flame Strike one more time, just to see if I can get Urshan to learn it. I don't 100% know that that's actually something that works. But if it is, then that would be cool. Also, Urshan is just not finding much capacity to learn things. I noticed that as well when Chlorine was in use. Urshan just really didn't want to learn things. So maybe that's actually the issue, more so than anything else. I don't know. But we'll just go ahead and... I could rest to recover a little bit, but I don't really see a need to do that. Let's just attack, and we'll go back to attacking. It would be cool if I can get Flame Strike on someone else through this method, but, I mean, it's Ryu, I will always have him, so I'll always be able to do that. So even if I can't get it to work right now, it's not that big a deal. I can just try it again later. Okay, still no one poisoned but Nina, and that's all he seems to really be doing, so... Oh, there we go. He's still twitching. I don't believe that he's actually down. That's a lot of XP. Everyone going up a level. Dang, okay. Cool, need to learn Barrier. Alright, so that will decrease damage from magic. Her agility, wisdom, and defense all went up a pretty good amount too, and so did her AP. Speaking of AP increases, Ryu got some really good AP increase right there. His agility also went up pretty nicely. Okay, Urshan. That's a really good level. AP and CP both went up by 1. Got it. Urshan's not going to be a high skill using character. HP went up by a lot, though, and everything across the board, all of his stats went up pretty highly. So that's really good. Even his wisdom went up a little bit. Her wisdom? Don't know. Don't know the gender on Urshan. It's wisdom. It's a robot. Their wisdom. We'll go with a gender-neutral they. because Urshan refers to a she and a her often, but I don't know if Urshan is referring to itself that, or themselves that way. So I don't know. But it cannot be so easily dissipated. Even if it's been struck down, it will slowly grow larger within the area affected by the hex until it is strong enough to reform. At least this is what Urshan says. I don't know why, but I feel sad. This hex, it's horrible. It was humans who created the hex. Urshan says you got what you deserve. We must move on. Use the ladder. Okay. Thanks, Urshan. Oh, that's right. Nina's still... I swear, I'll get the buttons right eventually. Nina's still poisoned. Let's just use Purify. Because I'm not that concerned about your AP right now. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to go this way because there's a slight wall there. Oh, I can... I wanted to go look the other way, but okay. If you wish to thank anyone, you should thank Urshan. Thank you, Urshan. Yes, well, I'm afraid we don't have anything we can give you, but, is no one going to talk about the fact that I turned into a dragon thing? Nothing of material nature is required. Urshan says she wishes to accompany that man. You mean Ryu? Yes, he turned into a weird dragon thing. I wish to study it. Okay. Well, we need to get back to where Cray is waiting. He's probably getting really worried. Can I go back up here, though? Yes. Yes, I can. That's an insta-warp. You don't press a button. You just walk along it, and it happens. Okay, there is indeed nothing there. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. Is there anything... Okay, they're just going to take me out into the field. I, again, wanted to take a quick look around, make sure there was nothing there, but I guess I'm just going to have to assume that there was not. Let's camp. Haven't done that feature yet. And if it's anything like the previous game, it's just free healing. You can also talk to people, get some... They'll have different things to say depending on where you are in the story. Just thinking about those hexes scares me. I mean... to be unable to survive it without special armor. The hex was made by humans. Urshan says it is difficult to understand humans. Why would they make such a terrible weapon and use it against others of their own kind? I don't know, because humans are terrible things. Alright. But here we have the skill book, just like in the previous game. Which, again, if you haven't seen the previous game, I have a full playthrough, which was on a different computer that had a lot of issues with the footage freezing, and that kind of sucked. But I'm on a different computer now, which works a lot better. So we can rest here. We can also save. Now, I believe if it's anything like the previous game, one of these days I'll get the buttons right. If it's anything like the previous game, the only reason to ever sleep in a bed instead of sleeping outside, like go to an inn instead of sleeping outside, is because if your character gets knocked out, then they will come back with a smaller amount of HP than they would have otherwise. And that will only get restored if you go and sleep at a proper inn. Rather than sleeping outside. But otherwise, there's no reason not to just sleep outside. That being said, I still don't know what CP does. But let's change my battle rank real quick. Actually, no, that is the rank I want it to be at. Now, one thing we can do is we can look at our skills. So we can look at the skills that people have. Oh, this is just a listing of all the skills. Interesting. You can also display what skills a person has in their particular list. Now what I want to do, switch individual skills. Switching skills requires 1 Aurum. Now I don't know if that will use an Aurum for per skill that you switch, or if it'll be, or if you can switch multiple skills. I'm going to go ahead and use an Aurum, and I'm going to switch. Okay. List. Rest. I'm going to give it to Nina. Can I? Oh, okay, so yeah, only 1 person can have each skill. That's kind of what I thought. Yeah, it looks like once you use an Aurum, you can just switch things around as much as you want, though. Cool. So it doesn't look like it uses 1 Aurum per. It's you just keep using. You just can keep switching things around after you've used an Aurum until you exit. So that's really cool. That's really good. But let's finally go to the crash site. Poor Cray has been waiting for us for ages. Look at you. Cray got himself a nice little tent and everything. Nina, glad to see you. I was beginning to worry that something had happened. A lot of things happened. I'm sorry, Cray. I broke the king's sword. Oh, I almost forgot. Cray, this is Ryu and Urshan. Why don't you sit down and tell me what happened? Sure. Well, I met Ryu. He was naked in a hole. Doesn't remember how he got there. But it appeared after a dragon. And then Urshan is a man in armor, or a thing in armor at the very least, that led us through a hex. So in the end, I wasn't able to get the parts we needed. We got a part. And if it hadn't been for Ryu and Urshan, probably wouldn't have made it back at all. Oh, don't worry about the parts. I'm just glad you made it back in one piece. We did get a part, though. It might not be all the parts. And we never took it back to the black market to get fixed up, but never should have let you go off by yourself. Oh, Cray. Urshan is saying that it appears as if your sandflyer was damaged by a dragon. Yes? How'd you know that? It would also appear that Urshan can sense such things. Urshan is very sleepy. Oh, I'm sorry, you must be tired. Well, I just want to thank you all for what you've done for Nina. As you can see, can't really offer much in the way of style, but you're welcome to spend the night here. Sure. I mean, we just rested, but might as well rest again. Oh, we're going to switch back to, Fulu? I don't know. That night I had a dream. Are we playing as Fulu again? This is it. This is the place they're holding Alina. It's just like Ryu's dream showed us, right? So we're having a dream about something that will happen later. Don't get your hopes up too much. We still need to find her. Let's go. Okay. What can you do? Okay, I can open the menu. Tell me about Cray. He's level 7. Everyone's the same level as they were. Nothing's changed in the dream. Noted. He has Earth-based attack. He uses log, so he uses clubs? Interesting. Not what I expected. Once again, low agility, but high defense and high power. So he's a lot like Urshan, actually. Okay. What sort of skills? Protect and speed up. Okay, so you've got buffing. So you are the buffer. Noted. Well, let's change the battle... That is the battle order I want, actually. Okay. What is your overworld skill? You don't appear to have one. Fair enough. Well, we can rest and save here. So I guess let's save real quick. And I know the episode's been a little shorter, but that's Association's Dreamland. Interesting. But this is really more of the length that I want episodes to be rather than 30 minutes, more like 20 minutes. So this also feels like a good spot to kind of wrap things up. So I think I will see you guys in the next episode of Breath of Fire 4.